Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to win more games here in Fortnite. I'm going to be talking over this gameplay and giving you guys some tips on how to win more games, so definitely stay to the end of the video. And before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. If you guys want a chance to win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and also subscribe to my second channel. The link for that will be in the description or the pinned comment. Turn on my post notifications and as well comment down below your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And as well, if you guys would like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do is go over to the item shop, go down to support a creator, type in my code is YoungHumor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator. I really do appreciate all you guys who do add me. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I wanted to be talking over this gameplay and showing you guys the strategy that I used in this game that allowed me to drop this high kill win. I had about 15 kills in this game, which I think anything above 14 kills I would consider a high kill game. So I had 15 kills in this game, and I want to talk about the strategy that I used that allowed me to win in this game. And here throughout this game, I play definitely a lot more of an aggressive type of style, as you can see right here in this gunfight. I play a lot more aggressive than passive for the most part, and just for the reason being, I like to be the one to take the first shot, and sometimes it is better to kind of play off what the other player does. That could be a really good strategy, but most of the time, personally for me, I like to have the other player try to play off of what I try to do. So I like to be the type of player to try to make the first move, and I feel like this initially does give me an advantage because then I don't have to worry about trying to counter the other player, and I'm going to be the one player that just has an advantage because I'm going to be able to control the fight. And that's kind of my playstyle throughout this entire game. So I come up with 4 kills, and now I'm going against a team that's in front of me. I want to pop a quick mini before I go into this fight. So as I'm building up, I'm not building out of too many, because if this guy shoots me down, it really doesn't matter too much because his teammate's already to the right of me, and I'm already going to expect that if I build up even more, this player is going to shoot me down either way. So I ended up getting a knock on his teammate, and then I went over and finished the guy that was to the left of it. And it's always better when you're in a game like duos or going against multiple people that you always want to try to keep them coming from the same direction. Otherwise, it just gets really difficult to try to fight them, because if you have 2 different players shooting at you from 2 different angles, it's much harder to win in that type of fight versus, you know, maybe you're still going against 2 players, but if they're from the same direction, then you're not going to be worried about them too much because they're going to be coming from that exact same direction. So the only way that they can shoot is in front of you. So you don't have to worry about getting shot and having to build behind you and in front of you at the same time. Just definitely saves you quite a bit because you don't have to worry about everyone spamming at you from multiple different angles, which gets very hard to build, especially with the turbo build update they have where you can only build so much, or there's a delay when it comes to the same wall. So if you keep trying to build the same wall, it's just going to be very difficult to do so. So since this player was weak here, I wanted to push him right away. And as you can see, I just went and just W keyed and walked right through his wall. Probably he was sitting there turbo building, but because of the little bit of a delay, he wasn't able to do so. And I just ripped right through him. He was really low in HP. And since they do have that turbo build delay, you're best off just spamming out their wall if they're low on HP, because you're going to get tags through it no matter what. I guarantee if you shoot a full clip of SMG through a wall, I guarantee you're going to get at least 3 shots on them, just the way the turbo build is now in the game. So if you spam at them, I guarantee you're going to get at least 3 shots more off on them. So if they are low on HP, then you don't have to really worry about it, and you're going to be able to finish them off every single time. So here in this build fight, I ended up dropping down because the other player built way above me, and it's always best to try to go for high ground right at the beginning of the fight, but unfortunately right here, or in this fight, I wasn't able to. So a really good alternative is just to drop down. You don't have to go all the way down, but like halfway down, box yourself in, and then you can try to make a play from there. Because the other player can have high ground all they want, but if they want to be able to win the fight, then they eventually have to come down either way. And that's exactly what I did. So I was sitting in my box. My teammate ended up going down to the player, the 2 people that was fighting him. So I'm just getting a little bit of HP off of my campfire while I still have the chance. And I didn't quite finish off the campfire, but I knew the player that I was going to be going against was going to be pretty low. Hit him for 30 HP on white and then finish him off with the SMG. So I get the elimination on that player, and that finished off that team. So going into the next fight, I used a bounce pad to bounce over, and I hit quite a few shots as I was just hip firing on the way down. And those are kind of like the freebie shots. I didn't really expect or plan on hitting of them or any of them, and I actually got a few shots off, so it definitely helped me out a lot. Went for a quick edit play, hit him for 170 and finished him off. So we can get going against the next players, and I noticed these players have sniper rifles, and when you're ever going against people with snipers, you have to be very, very careful. And when you are going against people with snipers, a really good way to approach them is if you ever see them shoot their sniper rifle, you kind of have the assumption that, you know, in order for them to reload or shoot another sniper shot, it's going to be probably like a 2 or 3 second delay, because they they have to reload their sniper, which takes quite a bit of time. So if you're ever going against someone who is using a sniper and you know they shot their sniper, then you at least can get some shots on them before they get off their next bullet in their chamber. And once they reload their sniper, it probably isn't the best idea to peek at all, because they can hit you for quite a bit of damage, especially because most people use the heavy sniper. I don't really ever use like the bolt actions, they're just not strong enough, but the heavy sniper rifle is very, very strong, and you definitely don't want to get hit by that weapon. So that if they do ever have a loaded sniper, it's probably not best to peek, and you're better off just rushing either way, which I would recommend probably in just about all situations, because once you rush, that means you're going to have the advantage in the sense that you're going to be able to control that gunfight. So I would recommend rushing either way, but it can be pretty important, or it can be nice to get a few shots off right at the beginning of the fight. But if they do have a sniper rifle and they're already looking at you, it probably isn't even worth the effort. So here I am getting a little bit more HP off on my campfire, and I noticed that the player is going to be down here at the bottom. I think my teammate got a few shots on him, so I knew he was going to be weak. And as I was coming down, I pulled out my shotgun and finished him off with a 75 headshot with my pump shotgun. So now I have 13 kills. I'm going to be able to pick off 2 more people in this game. So here I am. I'm going to start going up on the hill again, because that's going to be the best position to have, especially now since it's going to be a 2v2. That's the location I want to be, and that's the number one thing you guys definitely need to start focusing on in your games, is making sure you focus a lot on positioning. And so as you can see here, before we even, another team is going to be in front of us, and the first thing that we do is immediately go on top of the hill for the best positioning possible. This is going to immediately give us an advantage in that fight, but you do have a player, who used a hoverboard to get over to the side of me, but either way, they had to build up to us, meaning we already had the advantage because we already had the position that we wanted, and that's just going to serve us the best possible chance. So here I am, I have the player below me, and I could have made a push on the player below me, but I decided to just try to spray and get some shots off on this player, because I could have easily dropped down on the backside and then try to go for a wall replacement, and the guy that's in front of me that I'm shooting at right now would have had absolutely no chance to get shots on me. But we just decided to just spam and get a few shots on this player, hit him with a headshot for 72 shield, and I didn't want to push too quickly because I know the other player, his teammate, still had a little bit of shield. And so my teammate ended up going down, so we do have 2 players that we're going against. I hit that guy for double headshot, 72. And I'm going to thirst this player right away because I don't want to worry about him trying to get a res on his teammate. So here I am. I'm playing a little bit slower because I want to be a little bit cautious, because I do have quite a bit of HP and I have pretty good loot. So I don't really have to worry about choking in this gunfight. But at the same time, I don't want to make any mistakes or try to sell and do anything stupid enough to end up losing in this fight. So this player gets off a few chug splashes, and I'm going to go for a quick wall replacement, but I am being very cautious. As you can see there, that he was going to go for an edit. So that's the one thing you do have to be cautious of. If you're ever trying to go for any type of edit play, wall replacement, or anything like that, you have to be cautious that the other player might already be ready, especially if you're using the pump shotgun. If you try to go for an edit play and the guy already has his pump out, he's going to be the one that's going to be able to get the shot off much quicker, and it's just going to be a very bad spot to be in. So you do definitely have to be careful when you are going for edit plays or anything like that, because if the other player is already ready for that play, then they're going to have the first shot off, and they very much will be able to get a 150 damage shot, 200 damage shot, or even finishing you off depending on the amount of HP that you have. And even if you are able to finish them, and just maybe you're not going against the last player, just losing half of your HP or even more can be very bad, especially if the other player doesn't drop any heals afterwards. So you definitely want to be careful when you're going into these fights. So here I am, I'm pulling a little bit slower than I normally would. Usually I play pretty quickly, but since I already had the advantage and I am going against the last player, I might as well play a little bit slower and take my time. So this player ends up trying to go run away, which can be a huge mistake at the end of the game when it comes to using launch pads or anything like that, because you are very open to get shot at, and that's exactly what I did. I got a few shots in him. I pretty much ripped off all his shield. Now I'm shooting at him, and I'm trying not to let him get any heals off, but he does have a few chug splashes which you can get off instantly. If he had any minis, he definitely would not have. I countered him by throwing some floors over him, and then I got the final shot off with a headshot, and I end up winning this game with 15 kills. And with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked it, make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on my post notifications so you guys are notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.